Ever heard the term old soul? An old soul is defined as being more mature than their age. It can also mean someone who's lived many lifetimes, so many that they're older and mature, and they have a lot of experience at life. If you're wondering if you're an old soul, stick around for these 6 signs that you're an old soul. Number 1, you're very empathic. When you're able to take someone else's feelings into consideration, you're representing a maturity about you, one that only a wise soul could exhibit. Of course, this can be very draining for you to feel everyone's pain and emotions, and sometimes you tend to pull away. This can also lead to anxiety being around large crowds. And this brings me to number 2. You need alone time. Needing time alone to recharge after spending time around a lot of energy is not uncommon. You feel the room, you feel the vibe, and it's draining. At the end of the day, all you want is to be alone. Even when you haven't been around people, you still love spending time alone, like reading books and watching a good movie. You daydream often and you contemplate life. Number 3, you always want to help people. It's in your nature to want to help people. You've seen far too much suffering and you want to make a difference, even if it's a little bit of kindness. Sometimes you feel disappointed in humanity, but it never stops you from wanting to change the world little by little. You see through people in a way that you can relate and grasp a need that they need met. Because of this, you end up being the counselor and the therapist. People feel comfortable with you. Number 4, you were mature at a young age. Did your parents trust you more than they should have as a child? Did they have conversations with you expecting your advice? Maybe it's because you possessed a certain maturity at a young age. They say that an old soul is typically wiser at a young age, and maybe you had a hard time fitting in with more immature crowds, so you stuck to yourself a bit, having only a couple of friends. Number 5, you have incredible intuition. Ever get the feeling that something bad is going to happen? Or you have a gut feeling about someone? Maybe it's because you're wiser than most, or maybe it's because you've lived a few lifetimes and already know more than you should. If you've had an inclination that prevented you from harm, then you just might have a gift. Number 6, you overanalyze. Even with the smallest decisions, you tend to spend excessive amounts of time trying to decide how and when to choose and if. The smallest task can be super stressful because you like to weigh in all of the possibilities. And if it's a huge decision, forget it. You may find yourself taking a few years to figure out which decision you want to take. Being an old soul is beautiful. Old souls usually have a feeling that they're just old souls. They just know, just like they just know a lot of things. It doesn't take much effort for them to give out wisdom. That's why many people want to be around them.